Don LaGreca and Greg Buttle here previewing Week 5 of the NFL schedule, culminating into the big game in Miami, Monday Night Football, Dolphins and the Jets, and we'll get to that in just a second. We're both going to be there.
I can't wait. 87 degrees, Miami.
That's going to be fun. You're going to be golfing all weekend. It's going to be tremendous. But there's going to be a lot of action here, including at Giant Stadium. Giants and the Raiders, and Eli Manning hasn't practiced all week, but you believe that it's probably going to be David Carr come Sunday.
I really do believe that. I think that his foot is more than a foot, but people aren't saying it. I saw he couldn't put off his toe. I'm no doctor, but I think that he won't play because they don't want to risk it. They're playing the Oakland Raiders, for gosh sakes. So what is Oakland going to do to the Giants with David Carr in there that they wouldn't do with Eli Manning in there? I'll tell you what they're not going to do. They're still not going to stop the run. Their defense is terrible. And by the way, the Giants, all they have to do is play simple zone. Jamarcus Russell cannot complete a pass. Darren McFadden is not playing. How do the Giants even come close to losing this game?
Now, a team not in good shape, the Dallas Cowboys. They have a tough loss in Denver. They're 2-2. They go to Kansas City, so looking at it, it appears that it's a chance to get right. But if Romo's going to be throwing interceptions all over the place, Kansas City may have enough to stay in this game.
Well, you know what? They may, but Tony Romo hasn't thrown a touchdown pass in 2 games. He's going up against a Kansas City defense that just gives you touchdown passes. To me, I'm looking at the Cowboys that without Felix Jones, because I don't think he's playing. Roy Williams may not play. So I look at it, this is going to be one of the old-time Dallas games. Time of possession, throw it around early, hit a tight end for a touchdown. I think they take Kansas City to the dry cleaners.
Now, are the Broncos for real? That's been the question throughout previewing Week 5. They're a 4-0 football team. Their defense is ferocious. They're home against the New England Patriot teams that looks like it's getting better and better each week.
Denver, in my estimation, has played really nobody. And I don't think Dallas is so good. So when it comes down to Denver, they're going to have to prove something this week, and they're playing against one of the best teams in the AFC. And I will tell you right now, they're going to have a touchdown pass thrown against Denver, which hasn't allowed a touchdown pass all year. You watch them. They're going to light up the scoreboard 47 to 50 times. I'm telling you.
Now, is Indianapolis a fraud 4-0? That's the NBA and NBC game, 4-0 against an 0-4 Titans team. I'm not sure the records really indicate how good or bad either of these teams are. I don't think the Colts are an undefeated team as far as how good they play, and I'm not sure the Tennessee Titans are as bad as 0-4.
Well, I agree, and I'll tell you what we're going to find out about Indianapolis. I'm going to tell you, Sanders was injured, safety. He's a key to their defense. Freeney was out. He's a key to their defense. Freeney may play. Sanders is questionable. Freeney may not play, but here's the issue. Here's what I say. The defensive coordinator in Indianapolis has figured out that he's got to bring pressure from different areas. They've been able to do it, and they've been able to cover with the corners. I think Indianapolis is a good football team because they have a good defense. They don't have a great defense. They have a great offense. So to me, I think that that's going to be a good game, except for one thing, Don. Tennessee is 0-4. You think they're going to be 0-5?
You know what? I didn't think they'd be 0-4. I didn't think they were going to be 0-3, and eventually you're going to have to give the ball to Vince Young. It makes no sense to go down a losing record road with the old man and Kerry Collins. If you're going to lose with purpose, get Vince Young in there, get his head right. I have to think it's going to happen sooner than later. Now, here's Greg getting ready for the Jet-Dolphin game on Monday. Because you're breaking it all down early in the week, because once we get late in the week, 85 degrees in October, you're playing golf. However, the Jets got a big game. Braylon Edwards is going to start despite still learning the offense, but you don't think that's a big deal?
It's a no deal. I mean, first of all, the guy's played in every game. Second of all, when they walk to the line of scrimmage and Sanchez calls the play, Cottry's going to tell him what to do, or Sanchez will tell him what to do, where to be, and I'm telling you right now, first play of the game, you guys watch. It's going to be to Braylon Edwards.
And I think this matches up real well for the Jets. And here's something I'm going to miss in our pregame analysis. Greg, the Jets can't run the football. And you telling me, well, they got 8-9 men in the box. If Braylon Edwards turns out to be the player he's been, especially if he goes back to his 2007 numbers when he had 16 touchdowns, you can't afford to put 8-9 men in the box against the Jets.
Don, you wear the crown of commitment because that's the deal. Braylon Edwards will take that 8-man off the box. You're going to see the Jets be able to run a ball. Maybe you won't see it immediately, but you're going to see it in the next 3 and 4 weeks. Jets are going to run the ball. Cottry's going to catch the ball. You may see Leon Washington out in the slot as a slot receiver and see Sean Green and Thomas Jones in the backfield at the same time.
So every time we agree, you're going to put your arm around me?
No, I don't really like you that much.
You know, I hope we disagree a lot more often, but we both like the Jets big coming up on Monday from Miami, right on ESPN, Monday Night Football.